Okay, this might just be the worst angle I've ever done ever. Look at that drawer open. Today I want to talk about how to build a discovery call. I don't think there's much information out there. Specifically, I want to do a discovery call if you're in the creative services or design, branding, graphic design, that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd take you through my one. I think I'm going to have to invert that. So I might actually have to do one piece of editing. Depends if it's flipped or not. Let's just get rid of the multiple microphones that are dying on me. Okay, so what is a discovery call? So if you've got a prospect, a lead, a potential, an opportunity, somebody that maybe is thinking about doing business with you or is at least aware that you exist, has read your offer and wants to talk to you, then usually you would have a discovery call. I don't think you can do a good one that isn't longer than 20 minutes. I'm sure you can do like quick 10-minute, 15-minute ones if it's small, but I just think with pleasantries and chatting at the start, getting through it and allowing for questions, you're looking at 20 minutes. It shouldn't really be any longer than 45 minutes, so optimize for about half hour. Usually most people will give you 30 minutes of their time, potentially. If you can do it in less, great. I'm clearly not that good. So I do it really simply. I think it's about 12 slides. So my first slide is, hello, this is a discovery call. And this is a discovery conversation. I've got to look this way. I'm sorry, I haven't got it memorized. So on the next slide, here we go, technology. You're joking. Oh, it's there. Okay, this is live. I'm going to click that. Yes. So the first word that I put up is pineapple. Now, if you think, I basically put there are no wrong answers, but there may be a few hard questions. And essentially, I use the term pineapple as a bit of a safety word. So I might ask some questions about their profits. I might ask some questions about what they want to get out of this. Is it about money? Is it about growth? Is it about awareness? Just to define terms of what the potential job will be. And there might be a few questions that I ask that they don't want to tell me because I'm not privy to that kind of information. So just upfront saying that you're going to ask some questions. If you feel like you want to say no, you can say no. So next one. So this says now, not one. So where are we and what do we know? So where are we right now? It's just a good thing to say. So we're on a call for a reason. I'm talking to you. You're talking to me. This is happening right now. So clearly there's something that you're after. There's something that isn't working today. There's something that is on your mind. There's something that you want to achieve. There's a goal or an outcome that you want to pursue. So what is that? I'm really clarifying on that. Next slide, that would be new. So what does success look like? So the future, the tomorrow, the new version of reality where we've worked together and we've done everything we can. What would that look like? What would be the new reality where you're getting a promotion, you're getting more money and you're getting whatever you want and your brand has succeeded at what we've done. And what we've done together, we've succeeded, basically. We've achieved our goals and the outcomes have been delivered. And then not, I love the word not. What's not working and what's in our way. So this is just your classic obstacle chat. So this is my custom or redacted version of where are we, where do we need to get to and what's in our way. Essentially, that is most pitches, sorry. And I think that this is really important just to clarify what's in the way. What do we need to know about what's not working right now? What's not letting us achieve the goal? What have we tried that's not worked? Not is a really good word just to talk about, inverting things rather than saying what's worked. Just say, what's not going right? What's not going right for you? That kind of stuff. And then eyes on. So how do we test and how do we know that we're winning? So just talking about if we work together, how do we know that we're doing a good job? Like how do we track stuff? Are we doing it data based? Are we running interviews? Are we doing research? How are we tracking metrics? The classic, what gets measured gets managed is important here. So, we want to know that I want to know I'm doing a good job. You want to know that I've done a good job, and we want to deliver something. Next one will be hats off. That's just basically essentially talking about creative roles, skills, and team dynamics. To succeed in 2024, you have to wear a lot of hats. And as a graphic designer, or if you work in branding, if you work in strategy, usually you can do a lot of stuff. And it's good to just clarify terms. I've done jobs where I've purely done creative strategy. I've done jobs where I've done creative strategy, workshops, research, ideation, guidelines, rollout, event, everything. That's obviously a lot of stuff, and that'll be over a lot longer period of time. Some people just want you to come in for first stage creative. Some people want you to just do creative sprints. If you've been around, you've done a lot of effort. You've got a lot of skills, and it's good to know which ones you need to bring to the table. That can also affect budget. That can also affect management and experience level. If you are coming in as a DD or an ACD, design director or an associate creative director, that would require some management skills. If you don't have management skills, but you're a shit hot designer and you're more of a freelancer, it's the time to collaborate on that. And maybe there's a C-suite or a manager. Maybe you'll be reporting directly to a creative director, or maybe there's a real big chain of command and you're just doing more design stuff, and that's fine. But it's just good to work out what hats you're wearing, what hats you're not wearing. Really, this is the killer slide, by the way. And then process. I would then typically walk through how, if I'm leading a project, how a project plays out. Now, obviously I work with a lot of agencies as well, so they have their own process. So I have to usually adapt to their process because it's not my name on the building, it's theirs. But if I'm doing direct to client, or if I'm doing more product side, I would just talk through my process. I'll do it really quickly, but I have a 6D process, 6D, which is just, let's see if I can remember it without turning around. So it would be discover, define, develop, design, deliver, deploy. Discover, define, design, develop, deliver, deploy. There you go. See, I told you this is real. Basically, the first three are more investigative and trying to work out where we are. Territories, building all that stuff. Develop, deliver, deploy. They are more kind of, I've shared with client at that 50% stage, and we've got feedback and we're building towards the end. Deploy sometimes isn't in there because sometimes that's not my job. But just explaining that is really good. So currently we will be on a discovery call, but then there would be a discovery process, which is where you do interviews, workshops, archetypes. There's a million different versions. I run a couple of workshops to help a multitude of different problems. So that would be where you put your process slide, and hopefully present it a little bit better than I just did. God. And then ballpark, which would just be how things usually play out. Now, this is where money would come in. So next slide would usually be budgets and stuff. I'm going to leave that off because call me British, but we're not as cool as talking about money on screen as Americans, which is probably why we get paid less. But this one, and then after you, we'll talk about budget. I would adapt this. If you're working with a gigantic agency, there's more budget. If you're working with a small boutique agency, there's going to be less budget. Adapt your costs to the size of the problem you solve, but within reason. And if you're working in different markets, there'll be different budgets. Americans have a little bit more budget. Small boutique brands in England usually don't. You make the decision. It's your time, value, cost ratio. And then I'd go into a Q&A. And that would usually take, I think that's the last slide. Yeah, next steps. Q&A after that, it can be hopefully no longer than 10 minutes, usually a couple of minutes. And that's about it. And then next steps, I would say, let's book a follow-up meeting now. So get your calendars out now. This is a classic way just to make sure that we're moving forward. And if what you don't want to do is get off the call, then forget you exist and do something else. So get them in a call, and then you can follow them up, and then it's good. Even if they have that call to say they don't want to work with you, it's good to know that, because otherwise they might get very absent and you can't do anything about it. So get your calendars out now, do it there. And that's pretty much it. I think that's the end of the slide. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 slides. That's my discovery. Build your own, steal that. If that was valuable, let me know. I apologize for the angles, but there was no way to work it out. I'm running on very low technology here. But good luck. I hope this was helpful.